Hello, everyone. My name is Devin Horton, and I'm going to be delivering my auto repair and vehicle maintenance internship presentation to you guys. So, the company I work for was Northman Automotive. They're located in Hendersonville, North Carolina. Part of my introduction, I interned with them through the winter of 2023 and the spring of 2024. Northman Automotive is a family-owned auto repair business it's been in business for 20 years. And I chose to intern with them because I wanted to learn more about vehicles, automotive components, and just learn my way around a car and just kind of get to put my skills in a test in a real work environment. Some of my responsibilities when I was here were customer service, ordering, and management of parts for repairs of vehicles. I got to utilize software such as QuickBooks to manage deposits, checks, and transfers of funds. I assisted with the estimation process of vehicle repair through this software, CCC1. And like I said in the last bullet, just utilizing software where I can to streamline business operations. Some of my learning goals while I was here was to gain real-time experience working with vehicles and developing my understanding for automotive components. This just includes working on a car, knowing my way around it. If I'm to go into this field, I don't really want to not be, sorry, I shouldn't word it that way. I want to be educated in what I'm doing. I don't want to get asked a question and kind of get stumped there. So I want to know my way around a vehicle. I also wanted to develop new skills in an environment that I'm unfamiliar with. This is a very different setting than a classroom where I've found myself for the past 20 years of my life. So I think it was a great opportunity to get out and see what's out there. I also wanted to develop customer service and professional skills in a realistic workplace, just getting that face-to-face conversation with customers and other employees alike, and understanding my skill set and how to apply it in the workplace. Like, what can I do to benefit this company? Some of my future goals, I wanted to utilize my internship experience to work in the auto and body industry. I've been around cars my whole life. It's something that I really enjoy. I think these machines are absolutely incredible. And I hope to learn more and keep learning and working on them the rest of my life. I hope to utilize technology to streamline workplace efficiency. Like I was talking about earlier, QuickBooks and CCC1 have made my life so much easier for just handling customer interaction as well as just checks, deposits, any sort of accounts or supply chain issues. Those softwares help me tremendously. I also hope to make strong connections with customers, employees, and retailers. I feel like this is urgent in any business. If you have good connections with the people you're affiliated with, I think it makes your life a lot easier in the long run. And lastly, I hope to step into ownership of an automotive business of my own one day. Like I said, I've been around this stuff my whole life, and it's definitely the direction I want to take as far as a professional career. Some of my accomplishments on the worksite, I feel that my time management skills are much better, and I have a much more improved sleep schedule. And, as a college student, it's really easy just to sleep in and stay up all night, stay up late. And I feel like working and getting up in the morning really has helped me not do that. I feel like I've been a lot more responsible with my time, especially how I spend it and how I treat myself. I've learned to be more patient with myself and be open to new experiences. I don't know if you've ever worked on a car, whoever's watching this, but it is an extremely frustrating process. Things are supposed to work one way and they never do. Stuff breaks. You got to order new stuff. It's just, it's trial and error, breaking stuff, fixing stuff, learning new things, and understanding the basic automotive concepts and function. I feel like this is one of the biggest accomplishments for myself. Going into this job, I really didn't know too much about cars. I've been around them my whole life, but I'd really never delved more into things like this, the actual components and why something works the way it does. So it was a great opportunity for me to get my hands dirty and learn a lot more about cars than I previously knew. And I got to use technology. As I mentioned this multiple times now, but QuickBooks and CCC, they made my life so easy through customer support, ordering stuff, again, the accounts. And I'll move on to the applied business concepts next. For this section, I wanted to talk about just a few things that I learned in school that I got to work with firsthand in my job site. These four things were the supply chain, accounts, customer service, and the management of inventory. So my first one, the supply chain, I got to utilize CCC1 software to create customer files and establish parts needed for repair. So this software lets us create files for customers and then basically just build onto that file for them. So I am obviously not very experienced in this field. So this helped me find my place in the workspace because I'm almost like the front line of who is dealing with a customer when their car comes in. I go out there with my cell phone. This is all I need for that application to work. I go out and I take pictures of vehicles, I open files, I collect all of the pertinent information towards their car, and I get them set up for their appointment or like for what's their next steps in the automotive repair. Also, I feel like connecting with manufacturers, wholesalers, and retailers. Sorry, I got to connect with manufacturers, wholesalers, and retailers to obtain parts. Um, this was just a pretty simple process, more like phone calls and emails to companies, putting in orders for parts, returning parts, that sort of stuff. Moving on to accounts, this green bubble here again, QuickBooks, allows me to keep track of multiple accounts and funds between multiple businesses. Um, on our site, there's two businesses. There's North Main Automotive and North Main Paint and Body. They're under like a similar, they're under the same bank. How do I say this? They're like on the same account, sort of. So one of my jobs, one of my responsibilities was week by the week, like week by week, inputting um, funds coming in, funds going out, writing checks, writing deposits, making payroll, that sort of stuff. I thought this was a great experience because this is something I'm very new to. I also got to use my accounting experience for Glass. Moving on to customer service, I feel like I got to work with customers and initiate estimates, like I said, with the CC1 software and just troubleshoot general customer inquiries. I mean, people come in all the time. Hey, I got a light on in my car. You come look at it. Of course, I go out there. And I think it was just a very good experience to get out and meet people and also to learn more about cars, learn more about what I'm doing in my future. And as far as inventory management, an automotive business has tons of parts, wheels, tires, everything. They have tons of that stuff that comes, goes, has to be returned. And, once again, I'm not exactly tearing apart engines and fixing stuff while I'm here. So I found myself in the parts room a lot of the time, just making sure that cars had the parts that they needed to get repaired. A lot of the time, a lot of the frustration with the automotive business is you tear a car apart and you go to put like all the new parts in and you don't have the right part. Well, the customer's there that day and they're trying to pick it up. And, if you don't have the right parts, then they're not going to be very happy. So I felt like my job is very important as far as managing inventory. I feel like this was a great overview of the things I got to do in North Maine. Thanks for watching my presentation, and I hope to see you on the presentation day in the library.